Hi, we're Joel Lia,
and today we're talking about things that are totally normal in America but are a bit weird in the UK.
Honestly, guys, we've been chatting about America and UK things for years.
What feels like years, doesn't it? How long has it actually been?
Probably like 3 or 4 years.
Okay, it has
so
been
it has been years.
Okay, I take it back.
Yeah, we're not new. We're experts on this platform.
I thought you were about to say like we are old.
We are old. No, I prefer the word expert to old.
Yeah.
So.
Do you remember when we met Maggie and she was like, "Oh, you babies!
You babies! You're just little babies!"
And we just felt amazing.
Yeah.
For about an hour.
So if any of you want to call us babies, we love that.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, what I was trying to say is that there is always a time where we're surprised and shocked by new bits of information. We're still learning about the US, and sometimes we're shocked by what we discover.
Sometimes we're like, what? How do we not know that?
Yeah.
And that's a little bit like what this video is today. But before we get going, we do want to thank the sponsor of this video, which is FairShake.
So FairShake helps to resolve disputes that you may have with big companies.
And let's face it, there's a lot of big companies out there that are making big mistakes and not treating their customers very nicely.
They're getting away with it. Whether it's like a bank or a gym or just a big supermarket or something, if you've had an unresolved situation with them, you've had a customer complaint and they've not dealt with it appropriately or at all, then you can contact FairShake and they will help guide you through this whole process of submitting a claim and trying to get a just outcome.
Do you know what? There's so many people out there that send out messages to big companies, whether it's mobile phone provider, whether it's internet, and they just never hear anything back. Sometimes you just need a bigger company with a name standing next to you and guiding you through the process. So that's what FairShake are here to do, because we don't like to see people get mistreated, and it happens all so often.
Yeah.
So this is what they're all about.
Yeah, so if you submit a claim using our link below, you can do that for free. If you do it before September 31st, then you can be entered in with a chance to win a $25 Amazon voucher. But it's completely free to do. You can go and click on the link below, explore their page, and it's really effective because nearly 80% of all FairShake claims get a response.
And 65% of them end in a settlement. So for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's just a bit of cash.
A bit of cash
just
on
a
the
little
side.
bit, just a little bit of compensation.
And apparently the average claim results in compensation of $700. So it's completely free to do. You can check them out down below. And if you don't get the result that you want with FairShake, then you have the option to escalate it to a full-blown legal process. So whilst FairShake are not legal representation, they can guide you through that process if that's something that you choose to do. But sometimes just a firmly worded letter from a big company like FairShake can get resolved.
So they've helped over 5,000 consumers with complaints against big companies, and if I lived in the USA, I would be making my complaint against Wendy's. For those of you who do not remember that.
Yeah.
I fell in Wendy's, I slipped, and they gave us a cookie.
They gave, one cookie as compensation to be like, please don't sue us because the floor was wet and we didn't have a wet floor sign out. And us as Brits were just like, it's fine. We arrived back and everyone was like, you should have made a claim.
Should have made a claim. So if I was a US citizen, that's what, I'd be on the phone to FairShake. I'll be filling out the form, don't call them, just fill out the form.
So you can find out more info by clicking the link in our description. And as we said, it's free to make a claim, so you've got nothing to lose. Why not try it?
Okay, so talking of money, back to the first point of this video, one thing that is totally normal in the USA is getting paid more than monthly. But that's so strange in the UK. Like, we get paid monthly, so it's salary, pay our bills monthly.
Yeah.
So the idea of like our employer paying us weekly or even twice monthly would be strange.
So in America, they pay weekly.
Some do, yeah. So I read this over on Reddit, my new favorite website ever. And yeah, apparently weekly is very common in the USA.
Oh, wow.
They even pay rent weekly, which is weird to me. And then the person who responded said that it's weird to them because they live in Germany. So similar, like, you know, Europe, Germany, the UK. Let's not all box us, but it's similar here.
That's really strange. I think I like the concept of just once a month because you know what day it's coming in on, rather than like, I mean, I have had a job that pays weekly when I worked at a theatre.
Oh, yeah.
And the call centre did as well.
Yeah.
And it was quite nice at the end of every week to get a pay packet. And it was just like, yeah.
Why do you call it packet?
Pay packet. packet of money. Did you never get that though? Sometimes you get like literally an envelope with all the money inside.
Cash?
Yeah, when I worked in a really old job years ago at the farm, like they used to put our cash inside an envelope.
That's really fun.
So funny.
The pay packet.
The pay packet. Anyway, I had no idea. This is one of the things that's blown my mind. I didn't know that Americans get paid more than monthly.
Yeah, so that's our latest discovery.
Yeah.
The next one is nothing to do with pay. It's all to do with weather and natural disasters. It's hurricanes/earthquakes.
Oh my gosh, I've survived both of those. Honestly.
In Florida and with me in LA.
Yeah.
Vegas. Where were we?
Yeah.
Vegas.
Why don't they name earthquakes? Because I survived Hurricane Irma in Florida a few years ago. I should get a badge.
So where you're like survivor.
Survivor. I survived a hurricane.
I mean, it is.
Well, some people don't. So yeah.
I know. I shouldn't have laughed at that.
No, it's fine. I mean, by the time it hit Florida, I think it was like a category 2, whereas like before it was category 5. Whatever.
Right.
But my point is, why don't they name earthquakes?
They should.
They should have named that earthquake the Joel Lia earthquake. Because it was as soon as we landed in LA. Big earthquake.
Earthquake Gia.
Earthquake Gia, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they give all the hurricanes a name, like you say.
Yeah.
No one's naming earthquakes, they just tell you the number. What was it, 7 point?
I can't, was it a 7?
We know it was bad.
We don't know it was bad.
Yeah.
We basically started crying in our apartment on the 30th floor.
It was
the whole building shaking. We were like, we're
dramatic.
dead. Like, we're literally dying.
We thought it was the end of our life.
We were just watching Love Island, having a great time. We just arrived in LA. Were we out exploring? No, we were sat in our apartment watching a British UK TV show.
Oh my god, what a memory! That we were just like watching watching British telly.
And I think you felt it before I did because you were laying down, and so you were like, another earthquake's happening, because one had happened in Vegas the day before, which we also experienced, but wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's not. Like, you're literally going crazy. And then suddenly I felt it. I was like,
oh.
Horrific, but that's normal to Americans.
Yeah, I mean, I think from what I was reading, people were just like, oh, shame I didn't feel it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we'll never be able to find that normal.
Never.
No.
It was horrible. The rest of the holiday we were terrified that it was going to happen again, and we could feel the aftershocks.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was making it up in my body or if it was actually, you know what I mean? I didn't know if I was in distress and I was lying down feeling everything shake. Oh, gosh.
We don't, but LA was a great trip apart from that.
Yeah, apart from that was great.
So the next one is about bathrooms. Oh my gosh, I cannot stand American public bathrooms.
I know, the loos are just the worst. You feel so exposed. You might as well just be sitting there without a door.
Yeah.
You might as well just be like in the street, just like, oh sorry, one sec.
Yeah.
I'll just do it here because everyone can see everything.
The gap under the door is like this big. The gap above the door is like this big.
Yeah.
The gap and the sides of the door are like this big.
I know, it's so
don't
bad.
understand
It's
it.
actually so bad.
Does privacy mean nothing in the USA?
It does, clearly not.
We're very private people in the UK, so the thought of like pulling your trousers down and doing a poo or a wee with those gaps is like, no.
I read something somewhere where a lady was like, yeah, I even get annoyed by it when, say, a mum brings in like their 2 kids and she brought in the 2 young boys. The boys were like peeping through the gaps of like, I know they were just kids, but she was like, I was just doing my business and there's like these 2 young boys peeping through and you're just like...
But it sounds like, I'm sure there are Americans watching this being like, oh, you've mentioned this before, Joel Lia, but you don't understand. To us UK people, that is like a huge no-no. Like every bathroom toilet in the UK, public bathroom, is full privacy. Like there are no gaps.
No gaps. Like, and even if there is, there's just no gaps.
No, especially not in the cracks of the doors.
No way.
Like there's a gap beneath and above, but only by about this much, whereas in America it's like this much.
Yeah, and as a short girl, I was like, they can literally see my pubes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
If a bathroom like that was put up here, I think someone would just be like, no.
Yeah, they'll complain.
Knock it down. Yeah, too many letters of complaint.
I know. So the next one is to do with card payments, and we've experienced this.
Oh my god.
Because contactless has been in the UK for such a long time, and we found when we went to America, they'd be like, you can just tap it, and we're like, well, duh.
Of
like,
course you can.
Of course you can.
Well, you'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Do you remember when they were just so proud of like, you can just tap it?
They were like, oh, you've got one of those with the you know, the wireless, what's it called?
Yeah,
contactless logo.
Contactless logo, yeah.
They saw that and were so excited that they knew it was compatible.
Yeah. But they call it tap it or something, don't they? Because they would always say you can tap it. We call it contactless.
Yeah, and then I was like, should I do contactless? And she's like, what? Because I say words faster, like contactless. She must be thinking like, can't tell us. What's that? Yeah, so that was quite entertaining.
Lots of time it's swipe and sign, isn't it?
Can't handle the swipe and sign.
We haven't signed for anything in the UK for years, I think.
I don't think I've ever. Oh. I mean, maybe back in the day.
Maybe.
When we were like embryos.
Yeah.
People were swiping and signing.
But we were just mere babies.
Mere babies in the womb.
But do you know what they never do in the UK is take your card away from you.
I know, I can't handle it.
Yeah, in restaurants when they literally take your card, your bank card, out the back.
Away.
In the UK you would never let your bank
card out of your sight.
Ever.
No way. Because there's just so many people that could like copy your card, take a little sneaky picture of it, buy stuff online.
Yeah.
Fraudulent card, make a fake card. We watch TV shows about it and we get terrified. So when we were in the US and our card is getting taken away, I'm literally like, watch her like a hawk.
What are you doing?
Also, like, you could just lose someone's card. Like they could just walk over there and then walk back and they could have just lost it.
And also there's just no reason for it because in the UK they just take payment at your table.
Yeah.
So like, why do you even need to do that?
I know. I think it's bizarre.
It is weird.
Maybe they go over there to see if you've like written them a love note or something.
Like, or to get your name and be like,
I'll find you on Facebook later. Yeah. Like, there's got to be a reason. We just don't know that reason yet.
No.
Anyway.
But I think it is changing. Last time we went to America, as I said, they were more doing contactless and more chip and pin. Yeah. So I think America is catching up with the UK with payments. But
it is strange that they are years behind.
I know, because America should be ahead in many ways on technology, but with card payments, they're so about 5-10 years behind the UK. I must say that, you know, America is more advanced than the UK in certain ways. Yeah. This isn't us being mean, it's just a fact. It's just like, I know. It's so much easier in the UK.
I think in the UK, we're so used to like practically a cash-free society now, whereas in the US, like you can pretty much, from our experience, still use cash everywhere.
Yeah.
Sometimes I walk into shops and say like, oh, and I will say, can I use cash here? It's always a question. Yeah. Because often they don't.
Especially now.
Especially with the Rona.
Well, especially with the Rona. Don't want to catch anything.
Exactly. Okay, so the next one is something funny. I can't say it. So it's the boys that get the snip at birth on their
private parts. So painful.
What, have you had it?
No. Well, this is the thing, in the UK it's not very normal. Most boys wouldn't have the snip unless for religious reasons.
Yes.
But it seems that American boys, pretty much all of them,
have the snip.
From birth.
So if people are unclear as to what we're talking about, Google it.
We're not going to talk about it on this channel.
No, we're not.
But it is an interesting difference.
Yes.
It seems to be a very American, not just America, but like America as a continent, very Latin American culture as well. Like, but in Europe, like it doesn't really happen.
It doesn't. Okay, we've said it a million times before, we'll say it one last time just to hammer it home further. It's tipping, so that is so not a thing really in the UK. We don't have to tip, waiters get paid fairly, and they don't rely on their tips for survival in the world.
Which you guys know we're passionate about this topic. We think all restaurants in the US should be paying a living wage and that any tip should just be a bonus.
Yeah.
But we also like telling you this because if you are American and you come to the UK, don't tip as much. Like, I mean, if you want to, you can, but you don't need to.
There's no expectation for you to, unless they sort of clock on that you're American and then they think that you're generous and then they expect a tip. Even better, don't tip. Yeah. Because then you'll be like, see ya! I don't know, that's
But also, British restaurants don't deserve it. Firstly, because they pay their staff a living wage anyway. Yeah. And secondly, because you don't get free refills in UK restaurants. So like, I feel okay tipping in America because I'm like,
You've had all those drinks.
I've had about 4 Pepsi Maxes.
You're like, I've drank all the juice or
literally,
whatever. Yeah.
I've drank them out of house and home. Literally.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good point, Joel. You pay what you would have paid for drinks in the UK in tips in something like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that.
But that's it.
That's it, guys.
That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I love talking about all these differences.
Me too. It's just endless fun, guys.
It is.
And thanks again to FairShake for sponsoring this video. Don't forget, all the info is in our description. Go and submit a claim. It's free.
Yeah.
If you've got, obviously don't make one, just like, it has to be. If
You have to have a reason.
Yeah. Don't just make it up.
And no one make a claim against Joel and Lia. Okay, thank you.
Because we're not a big corporation, we're just 2 people. Okay.
Don't forget to click subscribe and click the notification bell as well if you want notifications when we post videos.
Yeah.
Do this. Have a play on our channel. We've got loads more videos.
Loads of things you can watch.
We've got personal channels as well. Go subscribe to Lia Hadzakis.
Go subscribe to Joel Wood. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.